Some people call me Maurice, 'cause I speak for the pompous of love. Hey everybody, it's Mark. I'm out here at Bear Loop in the Pines outside of Gary. I want to talk to you real quick about the Northcountry Community Cooperative, a consumer cooperative, a cannabis consumer cooperative, founded yesterday, August 1st, 2023, the first day of legalization here in Minnesota. So I want to run through real quick the who, what, where, when, why, and ask you to become a member or an investor or just a supporter of what we're doing. So the Northcountry Community Cooperative is a cannabis consumer cooperative focused on, number one, teaching people how to grow. Minnesota law allows you to have up to 8 plants, 2 pounds at home. We want to make sure people are successful in their first grow and every grow. We would also like to provide for people a place where they can bring their excess harvest, because under the law you can have up to 2 pounds at home, but 1 gram over, and it's a felony. Take that money and keep it within the community of folks who, for the last 100 years, have persevered despite every attempt of the federal and state and local government to wipe us out, alienate us, put us in jail, take away our kids, starve us. Anyway, I won't go there. Left over from their last harvest, and I thought, what a great idea to have an exchange downtown Moorhead, where people can bring in their stuff and other people can bring in the stuff they had and exchange it and enjoy it and find out just how plentiful the number of strains are and the different kinds of. Okay, so God damn it, I'm never gonna get this done. All right. Fucking gonna get dark on me. God damn it. God damn it. Some people call me the space. That's what it is. All right, 3, 2, 1. The idea that I brought to him was this. Why don't we take that money that we've been putting aside? So let's do this. Test 1, 2, 3. In the cannabis trade, but we don't have, and what we haven't seen so much in America, is a consumer cooperative like REI or like your grocery cooperatives in Stewart and all around Minnesota, actually. So I started kicking around and I thought, well, that would be cool. That would be really neat, because if we could create a consumer cooperative, focused not only on getting people, a good deal on a glass bong or a few seeds here and there, but really concentrated on a mission to here we go. There we go. Fucking. All right, I'm gonna let it smoke. ATV lad. All right. That's why. Oh, damn it. Oh. Some call me Space Cowboy. Some. Hey everybody, it's Mark. I am up at Bear Loop. God, yeah, it's too damn dark now. Access Harvest. So let's do this one more time. 1, 2, 3. Hey folks, it's Mark. I'm up at Bear Loop in the Pines, outside of beautiful Gary, Minnesota. And this is take about 42 on this damn thing. I'm having a hell of a time getting my words together today. So I'm running out of sunlight. So I'm going to run through it real quick. If you got any questions, just message me. I'll be happy to answer. So the Northcountry Community Cooperative is going to be based in Moorhead. I have an opportunity, we have an opportunity to inhabit a historic building, really, downtown Moorhead at 815 Main, the old Discontent that my good friend Tom Tepley used to run. His wife, Carol, has offered that up at an amazing price for a guy that has no money to be spent doing this stuff. Hey everybody, it's Mark. I'm up here at Bear Loop in the Pines off Highway 32 near Gary, Minnesota. Beautiful Gary, Minnesota. Gorgeous out here. To talk to you quickly about the Northcountry Kind Community Cooperative, a cooperative that was founded yesterday on Legalization Day here in Minnesota, August 1st, 2023. The Northcountry Kind Community Cooperative is based in Moorhead at 815 Main, the old historic Discontent building, where they're going to be focused on growing, on sharing, on gathering people together, on generating jobs, on doing good things for the community, on political organization, having fun, and most importantly, preserving the kind culture, the best parts of it at least, that's at risk of being wiped out once Big Pot comes rolling in the next few months to set up their dispensaries and their grow operations. So what it is, simply, is a gathering of people who, for the last 100 years, have created and maintained a shadow economy based on trust, based on concern for the poor, based on concern for the environment, based on concern for justice and racial equity and GLBT rights and a lot of hippy-dippy stuff that we've gotten past in the last few years. It's a culture that believes in equity and equality, in treating people with respect, no matter their economic status. It's a very endangered type of culture in America today. I don't want to lose it. And there's money to be made. I can get more into the economics nationally of cannabis, but let's put it this way. Between 40 and 80% of the businesses that start when dispensaries become legal will be wiped out within the first 18 months. The goal is to survive those first 18 months and see what the battlefield looks like. And at that point, start to make some very smart investments in the cannabis industry in Minnesota over the long term, not the short term. We're going to see a gold rush here in the next few months. And whoever survives will determine how cannabis economy looks 5, 10, 20 years from now. So that's what I want to do. I want to put down a stake. I don't even know what that... Angry cow. I want to put a stake down here in northwestern Minnesota. The most beautiful part of the greatest country on the planet. Greatest country in the history of the planet. I think it's smart to be self-sustaining, to build goodwill, and to take our economy, this money that we put aside week by week to buy ourselves a little stash, and use it to increase jobs, increase goodwill, increase calm and peace and bliss in our communities. And to say to Big Pot and their corporate bosses that, you weren't here. You weren't here when my friends got thrown in jail. You weren't here when, they were harassing my friends on food stamps, making them dance a dance or pee in a cup. You weren't here when people who were exposed to the shadow market moved from cannabis into cocaine into fentanyl and died. Thank you very much. No, you were actually, Mr. and Mrs. Corporate America, investing in private prisons and drug testing kits and ways to hold down, crush, and limit the liberties of folks like me. And I want to create an organization and help manage an organization and help build an organization that is an answer to that. So, focused on a few things. Number one, teaching people to grow. Taking advantage of the law in Minnesota that lets you have 8 plants and 2 pounds at home. Teaching people how to share legally. I want to have a gathering space for good music, good food, good times. I want to generate jobs in rural Minnesota, in places like Gary, in Twin Valley, in the cannabis industry, whether that's in cultivation or in manufacturing of grow tents or in testing the plant or whatever little nook and cranny we can find to make some money and bring some jobs out here, because greater Minnesota needs jobs. These towns will fade away if there's not jobs locally available for people to sustain a rural lifestyle. Otherwise, it's done. It's at $3.50 a gallon. It's killing people right now. It's going to get tougher and tougher as we go along. Free weed for good deeds. Do good in your community, and the co-op will throw you a few buds here and there. I think recognizing that there are people in our communities who have for decades been the people that people count on to provide, that emergency daycare, that meal when they're stuck in bed for a couple of weeks. Those people, a lot of them are on a fixed income, and wouldn't it be a blessing for them to not have to drive to a dispensary 50 miles away and spend 10, whatever it was, a little over $10 a gram today up at the Red Lake dispensary. Poor folks should get their weed. There should be an opportunity for folks on a fixed income to get good weed, top quality weed, for free. And I think the co-op can do that. We need political organization amongst the cannabis community, within the cannabis community locally, where we're going to see the most friction. Moving forward is going to be in our local political arenas. And we need to get organized, and we need to get people elected who support the cannabis industry and the kind culture in general. We're already seeing it. And if we don't do something, if we don't support the initiatives put forward by the legislators in St. Paul this year, we may find ourselves not as free as we could be. This is our right. This is the law, and we need to exercise our rights and enforce the law as it is to protect our liberty and our freedom. So. Some people call me the space cowboy. Some call me the gangster love.